that being said, back to Zach Wilson, I just see a guy that just is not going to be ready to make it, be the man. The Jets are going to draft this kid and they don't have anybody else, and you're going to throw him out there, and you're talking about it right now. This kid has talent. I'm not saying that. I just wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, because a lot of these guys see these big time movement plays and athletic plays, and they don't see the struggles against Coastal Carolina, standing in the pocket, not making the big time throws that I see other quarterbacks that have this pedigree make. And he's just somebody that just, count it down, Kenneth. Anybody watching at home right now, watch Zach Wilson. Count 3 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1. He still has the ball. That ain't happening in the NFL. That is not happening. And his arm is not as accurate as, I want to see out there.
The Patrick Mahomes comp
it's like one fucking throw on a pro day.
That's
everybody's going ballistic. And that's the reality. And I don't play that game. So I know
they showed you Sam Darnold make the same play. It didn't go quite the distance.
I got Andy Dalton making that same fucking play in a game. I can show you that play. Andy Dalton booting out, throwing to CD Lamb across the field, hitting him on the dime. So this is the NFL, man.
Did we just have the athletic guy that can make off-platform throws and get out of the pocket that can't play in the pocket? Yeah, we did. He's in Buffalo, signed for $2.5 million to Mitch Trubisky. That's the exact thing that the New York Jets are getting themselves into. I feel like
if you struggle to process, you said it at the top. This is where Mac Jones, Sean, contradicts what it is you think in Matt Nagy, because he will overstep Matt Nagy's inability to see it.
So that's where I disagree with you right there.
Watch what happens. Watch what happens when you have a guy that's able to understand. It's like, have you been in a professor's class and they made a mistake? Are you the guy that says, "I'm sorry, sir, that's wrong"? Or you got to sit there, allow it to go and slide, but it was wrong? Mac Jones is an alpha. He is a mother effing alpha, and he will go kill. Boom.
He didn't get he was there with Jalen Hurts and there with Tua.
Every player that has played with all of them, every one of them says, I would play for Mac Jones over all of them. And I have that.
It's public. Yeah, it's public. Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. Ruggs.
If he's an alpha, he should have won the job from Tua if he's an alpha. If you're the alpha, you're but I'm just saying, if you're the alpha,
No. I mean, listen, Alabama's got a lot of alphas that are backing up alphas that are backing up other alphas. That's who you're bringing into Alabama. I mean, he's a 5. Tua's coming in as a 5-star guy. Listen, just as well. Been an Alabama fan my entire life. Did you expect? There was a lot of talk that Bryce was going to win the job.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what I was just about to say.
Stayed there, Kenneth. There should be a fucking check mark in his box for staying in the competition.
No.
How many of these guys would bounce?
Whoa. That's a double-edged sword right there. I will put, because you know what, in some situations you may stay there and never get the chance.
Sure.
And you only have so many years to give film to the NFL to come and get you. And so in some situations, listen, with Justin Fields, let me finish. With Justin Fields, it's no way Kirby should have sat there and used Jake Fromm over him. All right, what the hell are you doing? You have to know what you need. You had that defense. You needed a better guy, a guy with a cannon that can get out and get out to the move. So sometimes I'm just pointing out, I believe, and I get what you're saying as far as people that stay there. I do like the fact that he stayed there and I love that he earned what he got from staying there. But in some situations, I don't think staying there is for every player, because you may not get that opportunity.
Let me say this, though. You're talking about the New York Yankees of college football. The head coach doesn't play games. He plays the best. So he's going to do what's best for the team. This fucking guy stayed in the competition and won the job, became a national champion, undefeated, has the highest percentage ever a completion percentage ever in college football history. You're talking about a guy. I'm not.
Who's the Y and the Z? I mean, look, they were stacked. They were.
It doesn't matter. Was Deshaun Watson stacked?
Talent.
Was Deshaun Watson?
He was. Stacked? You know what?
Was Joe Burrow stacked?
Yes. Yes. I'll say this much. Even though with Joe Burrow, I don't even think, and I know that they broke Joe Burrow's record with LSU last year. I would say the talent in Alabama compared to even that LSU team. Now, take receiver out of it, all right? Because LSU has studs at receiver. I would say that the talent in Alabama is consistently but slightly higher than even that offense that Joe Burrow had last year. You know, I would definitely say that. But this too, with the Bryce Young situation, we also have to remember with the pandemic, and I don't think necessarily. I know damn well that Nick Saban knew his best bet to win was to go with the vet. Right, but you're not gonna tell Bryce Young coming in like you ain't got a chance to do shit.
But do you think that would stop him though?
No. That's what the guy at halftime. No. Listen. Even while I'm detracting from him with talking about the talent that's around him, it takes a superior person to execute at the level that he executed. So that it's not a knock that look, dude, he's not sweet. He's sweet, but there's limitations to the sweetness. I guess I should perhaps point out. But this is my last point with the Bryce Young situation. The pandemic, too, affected who was going to be the starter. Now, I know damn well that it was going to be Mac Jones because Mac Jones got the time to get out there when Tua was hurt. And, of course, Mac Jones and his affinity with these players. But I'm just pointing that out, that the only time that he beat out somebody was a freshman coming in compared to the two guys that was there before.
I played college football. And I've seen competitions play.
What position, Phil? What
wide receiver, position? Slot receiver. Okay. And I played with a bunch of NFL players. Obviously, I wasn't ever going to be a starting receiver. And I thought I was going to the NFL coming out of high school. But then you get to college and you get that wake-up call that everybody's great. But I've watched the competitions play out, and I see coaches pick favorites where I see better talent or I see kids that are in their playbooks. There is always that. I just know and respect Coach Saban to do the right things. And I know those players love Mac Jones more so than anything. And I think that he took his lumps. I mean, there should be an applause for this kind of journey that he took. And then the tape doesn't lie. As our network says, the tape never lies. This guy is the most, I haven't seen a passer this accurate since Andrew Luck. And that is the truth. Every ball, it's like, okay, I don't give a shit. Deshaun Watson had Renfro out there, opens 24/7. He had, Sammy Watkins.
Mike
Williams. He had beautiful talent. That's not what this is about. I'm watching quarterback's fundamentals, his drop back, his footwork. You talk about, look at Tom Brady's footwork. That's why he's 43 playing in the league. You watch
flawless.
You watch Mac Jones, it's flawless. It's over and over. I get to the point where I'm like, I'm looking for someone to watch it with me. Like my wife doesn't know. And I'm like, this kid is so freaking great fundamentally. I haven't even talked about the fucking throwing mechanics and the placement of football. It's like beep, beep, Dante Smith, boop, Waddle, boop. It's just
you're not sidestepping. You're not sidestepping a lot when you poo-poos at left tackle though. You don't even get the chance to sidestep. I mean, that's my thing.
He's taking shots.
That's what I'm saying. Shots. Like, he's getting blown up if he's in the backfield here.
Mac Jones is taking shots. Don't give me this offensive line was so great. That guard, number 65, I don't even know his name. He's fucking chubby ass. He's missing blocks against Georgia, the first play of the game of the first season.
That happens when you're playing at 365 pounds, man.
Mac Jones takes a shot to the back. He throws an interception, by the way, 1 of 4. And on the season, and he's getting blasted. He picks himself up. This kid is tough as nails. Alabama's offensive line in pass protection isn't the greatest offensive line out there. It is not. I like Leatherwood.
He was not under pressure often this season, Phil.
He's under pressure. He leads a whole college football with passing completions under pressure. So anytime he's hitting pressure,
know the difference between the pressure, though. Boy, of course you can sit there.
I'm going to break down his whole tape.
I watch a little tape, sir. I watch a little tape, sir. I'm
not going to put out a highlight. I watch a lot of Alabama. Wait,
I watch a lot of Alabama football. I'm just saying that compared to a lot of quarterbacks, he wasn't on that type of pressure where you was like, man, this offensive line is trash. That's not the type of pressure.
How many guys in the college football playoff are under pressure? Quarterbacks.
Was Justin Fields under pressure all the time?
I was going to say, listen, Justin Fields was under pressure. Compared to Mac Jones, Justin Fields was under some pressure this year. All right,
I don't know.
Look, the Big Ten really wasn't as strong as what I believed it was going to be at the beginning of the year. There was a couple of times, and I would say there was a couple of times where he proved to me how strong he was from some of the hits that Justin Fields took. Listen, even if you look at Trevor Lawrence and Clemson, I still feel like some of the best protection was from Alabama. Again, you're still going to get through. It's the SEC. All right, you're playing against grown ass men when you're playing in the SEC.
This ain't North Dakota State